let me not be insecure to you, sister. Let me not try to break it down to you. But have you understand I'm a light skinned woman? So I benefit from colorism. You're a dark skinned woman, sister. You can never make it to the heights I make it from. Oh, can we clock that one, or is it gonna hurt y'all feelings because it's me saying it? Can we be real for once and let's clock everything? Cause I'm a light-skinned woman and I say the same shit you say. You're not gonna make it to the heights I make it, bitch, cause you can't fuck with me. You're a dark-skinned woman. I want you to understand that. Don't come in my comments saying anything to me, ho, cause I was supporting you cause you was a black bum bitch like me. You was a black bum like me, just getting on TikTok just for the love of the game cause I wanted to make a way for my kids. But now I see you just a black bum that hate on hoes. See, one thing about me, when I was trying to make a way for my kids and get off the hood, I didn't get in nobody's lives trying to down talk them, trying to be funny. See, I was actually making videos trying to get out the hood, and you see what I make. That's why you won't never make it no.
This video was a response.
So, anyways, she caught a lot of flack for it, and then she wound up apologizing for it, and she wound up saying that the reason that she was saying is that she was actually going off on the girl. But what it did was it sparked conversation amongst people, um, and a lot of women started responding to it, but they didn't respond to it and say that she was necessarily wrong. They said that they were still riding with her because they like her or whatever. But what they also were saying was that colorism, let's not act like what she said wasn't true, and that darker skinned women get the bad end of the stick versus women that are lighter or women that are whiter. And so the question then becomes, is that true? And to what extent is it true?
I
No,
took a
it's
test
fine.
and they show like the color of a hand and asked me questions and I answered the questions and kept asking questions and then the questions got faster and that's how I came to the conclusion that I like the lighter of any ethnicity. And I don't know why because I do because like I like Kim. I think Kim's hot and she's dark. I think Mo is like purple.
Who?
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
Athingmu. A thing Mo. She runs the 800 meter dash or the 800 run quarter half mile, and
Hmm.
she's super dark. She's like Wesley Snipes dark, and I think she's beautiful. But I prefer light and dark hair. Maybe it's the
Why?
con.
Why do you
Maybe it's the con.
prefer?
Maybe it's the contrast of the light and the dark.
Why do you prefer a lighter skinned woman?
Because the contrast of the light and the dark. Like I like contrast. I think that
But
in
is
my
that really
mind, that's
why though?
yes. Because I don't like just like all darkness. Like I need some difference. Like it's just too dark. And then they have purple vaginas too. So
Jesus Christ.
just,
What kind of vaginas is he
it's like,
talking
like
about?
I think it's the contrast. Like I
He
need
said that
different.
darker skinned women have purple vaginas.
It's just the dark. It's dark,
I've
like dark
never
hair.
what are you talking about? That's not
I
true.
would have moved past that comment. I was just kidding. I was being inflammatory, but like dark hair,
Yeah,
dark
that's what
skin,
I'm saying.
dark
They do need
eyes.
to get checked out.
I just need
It's
some. I
purple.
need some contrast. Like your nipples your areolas is the same color as your skin. Like I need some contrast. I think that's what it is. That's the best I can say.
So you saying that what there is some truth to it.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's the truth. I think everybody, even people who say no, I think the people who like the darker of any demographic is like the minority of the people. I
So you
think
think
that's like
you
a
think
study
I'm
says
the minority?
that generally people like lighter people. I think that's normal for most people.
So you think that I'm probably in the minority, and that my preference tends to be. Um, I mean, I
You're
like all people.
see
To be
see
honest
I
with
see that's the thing. I prefer this, but I'm
you.
not like I think dark
Mhm.
women are beautiful.
Well, it's different for women because Rita was saying that she liked dark. It's different from women. I'm talking about colorism as it relates to women specifically.
Hmm.
I don't think that it matters how dark you are as a guy.
Whatever. Light skinned guys was like in back in the day, like 10 years ago.
I don't think it matters for guys. I think it may matter more to women or for women. Women are the ones that are expressing that they're experiencing, um, that they know that it's a difference between colorism with people, and that's
Yeah,
an actual privilege. It's a privilege to be lighter skinned.
yeah.
It is. Um, she wasn't necessarily wrong. It was just the way she was saying it, she was trying to make it a dig at somebody,
Yeah.
which made it, a little ignorant. But no, colorism is definitely a thing, and it doesn't just affect black people. It affects Indian people, people in India. Matter of fact, people in Middle East, anybody that has a variation in the races, right?
Hmm.
So it affects everybody that way. But
Well,
particularly in America, huh?
maybe it's their confidence. Maybe dark skinned people aren't confident, and I feel that.
I think it's a real thing.
Uh,
No, it definitely has a privilege, right? And depending on
don't start that.
hmm,
Don't start that.
It is a
no,
privilege. I agree
what are you
with.
talking
I
about? There's
disagree.
definitely a privilege to it. Like, do you want people to tell the truth or do you want people to lie?
When I
Because I
when I
noticed,
was coming up, I heard guys say that they wanted mixed babies.
oh yeah,
That's a
it
real
just happened with the NFL players who said, "Cheers to more mixed kids," right?
Yeah.
And so here's the thing: a lot of people, well, there you go.
I mean, that's a
There
real
you
thing,
go.
though.
There you go, right?
That is a black and Latina baby.
No, no. According to y'all, it is black. Thank you. Her daddy's black.
I didn't say that.
I
No, but your
think
daughter's
that's
beautiful.
a larger role than
But
people admit.
no, it definitely is. It definitely is. It definitely gets a privilege. And then especially depending on where you are, what industries you're in, it definitely has a privilege. As a matter of fact, in New York City, there were dark-skinned women suing the New York strip clubs because New York
Oh,
strip
that's a bit
clubs
much right there.
only do girls that are light brown skin to high yellow, and that's a fact. You
Mm.
cannot strip in New York strip clubs, not being either a light brown to light high yellow black woman or same as a Latina.
If you know, you know, Tariq is the baby daddy to Diana's kid.
Who
Continue.
are you talking about? What is that thing?
Power.
Yes, Power. You know I don't watch that daggone show.
Yep. Tariq is the pappy.
I believe it. That show was, but yeah, it is. It is a thing. It's a thing. So,
So, do you believe in
um,
white privilege?
yeah, I believe in all types of. Everybody has some type of privilege.
Do you believe in black privilege?
Yeah, depends on what you're using
I
it
just want to
as.
know how you went from everyone has a type of privilege to uh.
Because I'm trying to figure out how you're kind of using it. So
I think
I'm trying
I
to.
think generally speaking, as it comes to this like whole white privilege conversation, I think privilege goes to the majority of the group.
Okay.
Is
Right.
when it
So
comes.
if there's more white people in the country, right, then
Yes,
they would have a bigger
but most
privilege
people
because
use the white privilege as like most people say that as because you're white and you're superior and you have this whatever that then you have the privilege. But when it comes to white privilege, it usually have because it's more of them. That's literally what it comes down to.
Nope, not true. And I said it the
well,
other day. I said it the other day that guys tend to prefer, and it's not just. I think that the attitude part actually plays a role also, but it's not just because of attitude. I see guys preferring white women because of a stereotype in general. It's a stereotype that comes along with white women that they are a certain type of way. But also, I just think that inherently people tend to pedestalize something that they have that they did not grow up around or they may not have had access to. And
Niggas got
I
you,
still
homie.
stand on that. I don't give a fuck what people say. I stand on that. I think that guys tend to. It's a trend that's happening across social media, and it's crazy as hell. And I think it's called in the same way where they say the black effect when it comes to men that date black women, white men that date black women, and he start to level up, or he turns into Chad or some shit like that. It's the opposite, or it's another thing where it says they got the black guy and he walking around, he got his pants hanging, he got dreads on and stuff like that, and they say the Becky effect or some shit like that. I forgot what the name of it was called. And then all of a sudden he get a haircut, he got an 850 credit score, and all of this stuff. Like that's a real thing. And they automatically say, or it's the Karen effect or something like that. And it's automatically associated with him getting with a white girl.
I think
That's a
there
real
are.
trend.
I think there is I don't think this is the majority of black men, but there are, a subset of black men, just like there are a subset of black women who think that white is better, right? And so they think that, if they get with a white woman, it's a status thing, it's better, they look better, whatever, right? I don't think it's all black men. I don't even think it's the majority, but there's a group of them.
Dude, it's not even like it's I like to
As well
run
as
my
black women.
fingers I like to run my fingers through hair. So that's a thing with me too. And
Okay, so now you're getting into a woman topic, right? And as a
Quentin is
woman
insane, bro.
who has who has family members on both sides and have friends on both sides, all women
Quentin need to be
wear
neutered.
all women wear extensions. The problem is
I
the
found that
problem.
out. When I ran my extension, I felt some Velcro in that freaking blonde ass hair.
Yeah,
I said,
you probably
what
felt
is
some tape
going on
ins.
in this
White
shit?
women wear a lot of tape ins, and they wear a lot of those little micro needles.
They do. They basically get extensions just like other women do.
The problem with black women, the
Hey,
problem with black women is they don't
I'm not
wear the
gonna
hair
let you
that
get
looks like their
I'm not gonna
hair.
let you do it in mass. Out of all the white women I dealt with, that was one white woman that happened to. So
White
that's
women get extensions all
I
day.
know they do, but in mass they do not. Most of them have their
No,
In
roots.
that's not
mass, they
true.
do. In
That's
mass,
not
It
true.
is true because
Okay, so
when I
hold on. So
no
if
they
no
you're
no
get
talking
no
middle
about
no
part
no no
bust
no
down like everybody
no
else or whatever the fuck Quentin is saying.
so
They
if
get
you're talking
middle.
about
What do you call
women,
it? What do you call it? Middle something bust down.
middle
Middle,
part bust down.
middle part bust down.
yeah. So if you go to like the issue is this: white women tend to get the hair that matches their hair. That's the problem with black women. Most of the time, they're getting hair textures that do not match their natural hair, but
No,
they
but
wear
That's a fact.
they
That's
wear extensions all the
when I met the
time.
white women, they take it out after the event. It's not a day to day. This is my hair type of thing. I'm gonna fake you out every day like that.
Quentin.
It's
Maybe
like
you're
Yeah.
just not aware that these hoes is wearing that shit, but they do, bro.
No,
yes, I
he's
take
talking
them
about
home and bust them down, and I run my
he's talking
fingers through
about
their hair,
clip-ins.
and nothing happened. I
Why are
run
you
my
Okay,
running your finger through their hair?
because I
he's talking
like
about
that. I
clip-ins.
like massaging scalp and shit.
Rita said they got the type of extensions where you can run it through their hair.
I just said the micro. So
They
no,
do.
this is a fact. So you have something called micro beads, right? And they're so small to where you cannot detect them at all.